So I'm having a hard time falling asleep. It's really late. It's like 10 in the morning. I should have been asleep probably like a couple of hours ago. But I hit my second wind. Can't do shit about that. So anyhow, I thought I would tell you a little story. So I have made videos about how I've struggled with and how I've been kind of trying to deal with body image issues, and I've been making a concentrated effort at going to the gym and eating more healthy and just trying to make changes that are overall more healthy so that it contributes to my overall well-being and goes a fair bit of a way in helping me to reverse some of these psychological issues that don't really belong in reality or my reality. So anyhow, so the reason why that was relevant is because when I talk about and when I deal with dating and meeting people and interacting and all that stuff, a major thing that I come up against is the concept of, and now I'm not speaking on a purely aesthetic level here, okay? But when I come across somebody who appears super attractive, and more always, just overall attractive, I hit the kind of wall where I'm kind of feel like, oh, well, I don't think I have equivalent things to offer. And then that's kind of the whole issue of stuff I'm dealing with, but that's not the point of this. So, recently I've been interacting with a couple individuals who, were aesthetically or on a more aesthetic or physique, compared to just my pure aesthetic, on a level, out of 10, higher number than me. And so it kind of made me a little sketchy because I was like, what? Why are they hanging out with me? But then I realized I'm really awesome in other ways, and etc. So the other night, I'm not going to recount everything that basically happened, but there's been a couple red flags. Oh wait, actually, this little detour is relevant. In my past, before Lex, I had a really bad habit of craving intimacy so bad that I was willing to just settle for the physical intimacy, or welcome the physical intimacy as a bridge into the emotional intimacy, etc. And so that led to or caused me to make bad decisions about who I was spending my time with, overlook the myriad of red flags that presented themselves, and just overall allow too many chances, be too forgiving. So now I'm here. I've learned a lot. I'm a lot more, even though I have some issues currently, overall, I'm a lot better at identifying a bad idea and walking away from it for the most part. There's been a couple really bad ideas I've done since Lex died, but anyhow, so even though my self-confidence is low, I have found myself easily, turning down, a lot of different sex, casual sex, etc. Because I know it's not going to make me happy. It's just going to make things harder for me. Well, lately there's been, like I mentioned, the couple of guys. The one is just neither here nor there because that just kind of fizzled out, just on both ends. But there was one this, other night, and there was a red flag that was presented before even meeting him. And then then there was another red flag, and it was just kind of asking myself, how many red flags have to come up before you actually, just stop, the fact that I labeled him in my phone as, what it was I say, do not answer, does not return favor, or no, I don't remember what I called him, something about, does not give you orgasm, because he was extremely selfish and just, it was just a bad experience all the way around. And it's just interesting that things have basically gotten to the point where I have to label people in my phone, as far as the interactions I've had with them, to remind myself of why I do not need to resume contact with them, because inevitably this guy is going to text me, He's going to want to hang out. He's going to have some excuse as to why things went down the way they did. Something that would sound logical, especially to someone who's really craving some fucking good sex. That would be me, by the way. Really bad. You know, but in going through my phone and renaming some of these people, you know, as to when you get down to the base, you know, matter of the interactions I've had with them, to me that's that's just kind of funny. It was just something I didn't think I'd have to do, but I figured if I have any moments of weakness, at least it shouldn't be with them. Anyhow, this might be more amusing to me than it is to you, but I just thought, you know, it'd be something to share, and like, I'll just be quiet now. I'm still not tired. I'm not tired!